All right, cool. Welcome back, guys, to another Friday recap. All right, where we go over some pairs and some trades we could have gotten to the week and actually did get into the week. So just give me a couple of minutes while I just send out the link to the rest of the community so they can join up, and then we can get started right away. All right, say that. Real fast. Groups, community, live. All right, cool. So we had a pretty predictable week. I'm kind of happy with it. There was this one trade I did miss or some like I wasn't paying attention, so I missed 100 pips. But overall, though, the market was pretty predictable. So let's just jump right into it. And of course, guys, stop me if you guys have any questions on any pairs, any trades you want me to go over. All that good stuff. All right, so let's just get right into it. So I got EURUSD as my number one. Kind of flipped it around, but EURUSD. All right, cool. So we started the week off. What was the first day of the week? Let me just get the date real quick. The 15th. All right, word. So the 15th was up here. All right, cool. So hop on the 4-hour. All right, cool. So on the 15th, we did open up at resistance, as you guys all know. In case you didn't know yet, whenever we open the market for a new week or a new market open, and it's at a resistance point, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna drop down to the lower levels. So that's exactly what happened here. So around London going into the next day, but 15 minute. I mean on the 15th on Monday, it actually came up to its resistance. Okay, and then it took it down in London the next day on Tuesday, and it took it down to this mid level right here, 100 pips. All right, so I think I have my mid level wrong. I don't know why is this out of whack. All right, there you go. Especially with my stuff. Anyways, yeah, like I said, it came down 100 pips, 100 pip drop to this mid level right here, and I thought it was gonna keep going down because it was right under this mid level, it was wicking. However, we had a big push up, so we'll go over that just right now. All right, so hop on a 1 hour. So for sellers, right, it was kind of hard for sellers to get into this pair if you didn't have a bigger stop loss, but all in all, if you guys enter right here, like I'm not a seller, but if you guys enter right here and realize this is a huge resistance, I don't know if you got like if you have a 10 pip stop loss or anything. So I don't know how much this came up to. Damn, 20 pips. So yeah, you probably got hit with a stop loss and then just dragged down. But nonetheless, yeah, it was around this mid level. You probably didn't lose money on it, and it just dropped. Feel bad, man. It happens. But if you have like a 30 pip stop loss, I don't know if anybody would have such a big stop loss, but 30 pip stop loss would have saved you from the negativity. But all in all, like this is a good entry for sellers. Hopefully, trying to get that lower low never happened, made a higher high, right? At this point, I thought it was gonna keep buying, right? Obviously, buyers want a high low situation, and I noticed like this gigantic candle just shot down. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna go on my day. I'm not even gonna enter this trade no more. All right, so that's just my that was just me. But sellers definitely won this trade right here, as you can see. Came all the way down. All right. So buyers, let me hop in. Like I didn't enter on this buy right here because I did thought it was gonna keep going down at that point. But in a regular situation, if it was like this consolidating, I would have liked to see a role reversal hit off this like a high low, hit off this role reversal right here. So like this, it did make the high. It did make the high low, but it just kept elevating with the moving averages. So I was expecting, a dip right here to the mid level and then continuation going up. So as you can see, we're trying to get that dip again on that major level for next week. But yeah, this is where I have my entry from last night. I'm on the 15th so you guys can see it. So as you can see, it all came near this major level, which is major resistance. Came down, made a higher low. Even though it was at major resistance, I saw this higher low being created, and I saw a lot of wicks. and it was a good time right before London decided to take this trade. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this shot, even though it's closer resistance. I still put my stop loss at a 5 pip stop loss just in case, and it did come off this resistance and shot down. Like at that point, when it kept going up, I put it at break even, because at that point, if it just double tops, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna shoot down, come back up, and then shoot down again. So I wasn't really trying to go for that. So I just had a really a good risk on this one. So it was a very good entry. And then on this one right here, I had another entry right on this wick at 2:30. So right before 3 o'clock, right before market open, market London open. Took that shot right there, nice wick on there, and then no drawdown at all. So 3 o'clock, towards 3 o'clock, as you can see, it just shot up. It just shot up. It didn't quite hit my TP, right? But I saw it. I was like, it's 6 pips away. I might as well take my profit. So overall, I had a good 2 entries right here. It's 50 pips, well, 40 pips kind of, and this was 60 pips, I think. Let me just put the ruler. Yeah, 60 pips off the top, and then the next one about 40 pips. All right, so yeah. So I had good pips right here, so it was a good trade. I just wanted to hit this mid level so I can have a clear understanding of what it really wanted to do. But as it came down, right, this is another tool you guys can use and get familiar with, is the fib. I use it a lot for retracements. Start from the bottom to the top. I got a re-entry right here. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, cool. My fault. But anyways, the Fibonacci retracement. I also got another entry. When I got out of here, I just took my profit, and I got another entry right here of these 2 wicks. One of these wicks, on an hour. And as you can see, 0.382 is one of the rejection levels that it may continue going up. So it did continue going up, but it made a lower high. So at this point, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get this trade. So overall, it was a pretty good Friday ending the week. Nothing really happened much with EU. All it did was just shoot up, and it gave like 3 chances to really get into the trade. This one I missed because I thought it was gonna keep going down. It was under that mid level. You could have got in here, but time is this? Nah. The real entries is like right here. That's 1, 2, and 3. So 3 real entries for EU. I got 2 of them, which is good. And I really don't expect this pair to even go up higher. Like I was just playing it off just to do my job, just to buy the higher lows and continue up just in case it did it, because USD was kind of weak the whole week, which is good for buyers, but it's a little early for me. Expecting it in March, but it's all good. I'm still gonna try to catch my pips as buyer. All right, so that's for EU. Nothing really much for EU. All I do is shoot up. Now just making its way down to the major level. So depending, I'm like thinking about like trying to front run this for the next week. Try to get a head start for the next week. That's what that means. And if it does come back here and does a double bottom or something, or just consolidates and wicks out, I might just buy it just to get a head start for next week. But who knows? Right? I'm still gonna have the same stop loss, 5 to 10 pips. I just want to see. Like it's either I'm gonna buy now today or on Sunday market open. So we shall see for EU. But EU is looking pretty good now. I don't want to give too much information for my pre-market setup for Sunday, but if it does continue to go up, like I really need this higher high passing this mid level and to continue up. If I don't get that, then I can see something like a big drop from this mid level. Like that's why I took my profit out early, because I thought it was gonna keep dropping too. So maybe something like this, like come crashing down to this double bottom right here. This is really the price I really want to buy at. It's either this or this, but the double bottom, like huge double bottom right here. Yeah, I'm getting into that most def, and I'm gonna hold it too. But yeah, EU just going, to be honest with you. So you just gotta wait. But yeah, we had some good entries on EU. All right, but that's enough for EU. Anybody have any questions for that before I move on to GU and GJ? Very predictable. Well, except for this one, but everything else. I'm going to GU. There's GU. Nice. All right, so the 15th was the first day. So I remember like the first 2 days, or yeah, the first 2 days it was a drop to just reset for the week and then continue going to the higher highs. So on the 15th, right here, sellers actually did a drop right here. I think it was just profit taking, in my opinion, but sellers were still in it. So let me see in the 15. So if he was a seller, I don't think he would have sold here because that's the first touch. And as you all know, this is the big push up. So the opposite of a buy, you're looking for a big push down first and then a lower high. So you probably got into one of these, or waited for that double top right there. Either you got in over here or you didn't. It's either you didn't get in here or you got in over here. Like if you did get in here, like I don't know why would you do that, because it's still very bullish right now as you can see, and it could easily did this. All right, so you gotta be very careful with that. Even though it's at your point of interest, or mid-level or major level, it doesn't mean you can sell it. Like it did come down to reject off that mid-level, but you know that's probably just profit taking. That's just probably buyers getting out the trade and taking that profit. What time is this too? Still, where is it? Yeah, nah, probably profit taking. But yeah, the clear entries for buyers, like this was really a buyer's week this week. The clear entry for buyers, right? Sellers did try to sell this major level right here. I don't blame them. It was making lower lows and lower highs as it went down. But USD just lost mad strength, and you know the buyers took over. So as you can see, hop on an hour so you can get a clearer vision, clearer look. Right here is major resistance as well. Came up high, low, shot up. When it came back down, right? You would not buy this this left shoulder right here because as you know, like the opposite of not the opposite, but as you know, prices dropping down, you need that double bottom and a high, low, right? So obviously you're not buying this, even though it's rejecting on the left side. You want to wait for that up, down again. So over here you would have got in, right? I missed it. I missed this trade because I honestly thought it was gonna keep going down for some reason, like because it was making lower lows and lower highs. It was really tricky for me. It shouldn't have been because I should have hopped on the hour. Like that's one of my problems. I got to stop doing that. But I'm getting better at it anyways. I just stare at the 15-minute. Every time I look at my plans, I stare at the 15-minute when I'm trading, and then you know I miss shots like this because as you can see on the 15-minute, it was just walky. It was just mad crazy. I was like confused. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna trade this. I'm just gonna let it rock. It was just intertwining with the mid level, so I did not know what it wanted to do. Like honestly, I thought it was gonna keep dropping because lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Didn't make a double bottom, but I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I missed this trade. But it was an obvious trade I should have taken. And if you guys took this trade too, I applaud you because you know it's really what you want to look for. Double bottom, double bottom right there. And I think honestly, I was waiting for that higher low on top of the roll reversal. USD lost mad strength, like I keep saying, and it didn't give me no chances again. So I got to be a little bit more aggressive with GBP, USD, GJ, because they keep leaving me. They keep leaving me. It's annoying. So honestly, I was trying to wait for this. I think high, low off of that. I didn't even get the high or low on the major level either, which is annoying. So that's why I kind of incorporated my two MAs, my 5 and the 8, so I can just see when price opens up like this. So it's not really I use it for exits mostly, but I can also use it for indication for entries as well. As you can see, it's like a moving support, so it just keeps riding these two MAs until kind of evens out during slower time periods, and then as it keeps going up for high momentum, it just widens out and then it keeps moving with it. So I kind of incorporated with it, but overall, yeah, this is no excuse. I don't know why I missed this. Like, stupid. Try to get another chance right here, but prices just kept pushing up. So I was like, damn, I missed it. However, as the week got on, I was like, I'm not missing this again, right? Came up high, low, kind of broke, but this is like the next day, so it's kind of close to New York close and London close anyway. So it was a slow session. So came up here again. I drew this rectangular box, as you can see here, just to signify the last high I made. It didn't go past the last high, so it was a double top right here. Probably sellers will try to sell this as well. Don't blame them. Double tops, all right, cool. Lower low, lower high, maybe. All right, and then it came down to this support again. So I was like, me as a buyer, of course I'm gonna buy that because it's at the support, and even though it's not wicking right on top of that mid level, it's going around it. So, and I see a high low right here on the higher time frame. So I was like, you know what, let me take my shot. And as you can see on the higher time frame too, this was a clear resistance zone, broke down, broke up, higher low, and then we're out. All right. So this is another good entry I had. And then higher high, higher low, right off that rejection zone. Probably sellers trying to sell this as well, which is kind of dumb because it's elevated a lot. So if you wanted to get another entry right here on this, last higher high, last little base would have been a nice entry right here at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then you took it up to the next higher highs, all right? So now it just made a new higher high. Now it's coming down for another higher low. So like I said with EU, if it does come back down to the high low and then wicks, I might just front run it for the next week coming up. So I can get a head start on the new week called swing trade. I'm trying to leave this on for how long it goes, to be honest with you. As long as it keeps making higher highs and higher lows, support's holding, I am staying in the trade. But yeah, that's enough for GU. What else? Ain't nothing much, feel me? It's just straight buys this week. Straight buys, double bottom, good, double bottom, good. Like I'm starting to realize, like, since USD is very, very weak, and then GBP is kind of strong, weak in some cases, but overall strong. I'm just gonna go for aggressive entries and get on the double bottom because every time it does a double bottom or a good wick on a major level, on a major resistance, on a major support, it just shoots up like without coming back down for higher lows. So I'm just gonna get my aggressive entries in and jam my stops loss as soon as it just shoots up. All right, so that's gonna be like a little tweak I have in my trading because I usually wait for the higher high, higher low to get into that, but it's all good. I'm just gonna wait for that double bottom and then get in aggressive entries, and then we should be straight. Enough missing trades. GJ next, and then we should be done. GJ 15th. I remember all trades just shut down on the 15th. All right, so cool. As you can see, GJ wasn't that this because of JPY and GBP news came out last night, so I kind of missed a buy. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, as you can see, it did a drop as well in the beginning of the week, came back up to that mid level, and then it did another drop. So this is what buyers really wanted. Sellers obviously sold it over here. Well, not necessarily. Like it's probably profit taking because it's the first touch. Probably sellers got it over here. Anyways, because I'm out of sell, I'm not really, too good with selling anyway. But sellers will not sell the first high. But anyways, for buyers, let me just go back to my buying. On a 4 hour, as you can see, this would have been a beautiful entry for you guys. This wick right here. So many wicks on here on a 4 hour, on an hour as well. You can see it even better. A lot of wicks on around this mid level right here. It didn't quite touch the mid level, but all in all, it's around this mid level, it's on top of it. So just take your shot. All right. So what was this? 3 o'clock. As soon as 3 o'clock hit, right, it just shot up. So market opens is very important, like guys. Like every time it hits 3 o'clock in London, especially London too, like it's gonna shoot up, either shoot up or shoot down. Like it's gonna come quick. So just be prepared for market opens, and make sure you're in the trade before the market takes off. All right. But this would have been a nice entry. Any entries over here, preferably these towards London session. But regardless, it would have been nice entries all around. And then as you all wanted to get is the break, the higher low, and then continuation. All right, JPY was weak during the week as well. Gained some strength last night. Hop on the 15. As you can see here, the little dip right here. So you could have bought it at 415 if you wanted to. And then continue it up to the higher highs. All right. So as you can see here, there was a real battle last night between sellers and buyers. Right. So came up for a higher high, higher low, didn't make a higher high again. So that's concerning for buyers, and sellers are probably attacking this level right here. As you can see, attack, came down. Buyers are still attacking, came up. Sellers are attacking, buyers are attacking. So it was really neutral strength. And it was a real battle. Like at this time, I entered around this mid level right here, and I broke even. And I was like, I'm not even gonna enter this trade no more because it looks like sellers about to win. And then as soon as I wake up at 8 o'clock, it just shoots up. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's nuts. It went up. It didn't go up much though, like 50 pips, 60. Not much. So I'm expecting it to come down for a new week, anyways. Like maybe right here as well. For the role reversal. Um, but yeah, this is like something, you know, that can very much confuse you. So you gotta stay true to your bias. Like if you're a buyer, obviously you gotta buy support. If you're a seller, obviously you gotta sell support. I mean sell resistance. So just stick to your bias. This is like one thing I had trouble with. Not one thing, but like one of the things, like main things I had trouble with earlier in my career was like going back and forth with the trade. Like, all right, cool, it's about to sell, I'm about to sell it. It's about to buy, I'm about to buy it. And just lose your money every time because you gotta keep it's not even the market making you lose money, it's yourself because you just keep getting into the wrong trade, not the wrong trade, but you keep going back and forth, and then you closing out your negative, and it's just gonna compound your negative trade. So that was one thing I had very bad trouble with. But you got to get over that sooner or later. But yeah, that's why it's very important to say where to buy because like me, I'm just a straight bull. I'm forever gonna buy now. Until something happens, like something fundamentally happens, I might switch to a bull. I'm into a bear or whatever. But overall, I'm a straight buyer, and I'm gonna keep buying until I'm gonna keep buying support, keep buying higher highs. I'm keep buying higher lows, and take it up to the next higher highs. It's simple as that. But yeah, so this like only true entries was this, maybe this, and this right here. This would have been a nice entry too. Probably got taken out, but nice double bottom right here. Didn't make a higher high, so that would have been concerning. And then obviously over here would have been a nice entry as well. Went up for a higher high, double top. Now it's on its way down to maybe here or back to this original place it was just started from. All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for all my pairs. It's really, really simple for me. It was like just straight buying support, higher lows, and then continue into the higher highs. So I think I'm done for the day, done for the week. It was a good week. Yeah, so if you have any questions, just hit me up in the app. If you haven't have a 1v1 with me yet, hit me up in the app, get some work in. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the Sunday pre-market setup, all right? So be safe. It's snowing outside and masks, so don't slip and fall. But yeah, just be safe. And I'll see you